Hello, everybody. My name is James Lee, and what we're going to do today is we're going to talk about Transformers: Rise of the Beasts. I just saw it. It's actually a really good movie, really enjoyable, and so we're going to go over some things about the movie, and we're going to go over some things about um, what they did, and I'm not going to give 100% stuff away, just some nice little points and stuff. I gave it 3.5 stars. It's a good movie. Okay, there's some good stuff in this movie that I really enjoyed. There's a couple things I can relate with it too. One of them is Noah Diaz's character. Um, it's set in 1994 for some reason. I don't know why, but it did. Um, and his character in this movie is, you know, trying to help his family survive. He was in the military. He's out of the military now. I was in the military around this time. I got out. So his character at 94 is about the same age I was in 94. So he's very, very relatable. His story is very relatable. I mean, he does a great job. Noah Diaz is, you know, fantastic. And the actor behind him is Anthony Ramos. And Anthony does a wonderful job. I mean, just wonderful job. I could watch him all day. He is a phenomenal actor. I thought he was great in the role, what he did. You know, it put a good spin on it. I mean, the movie starts off kind of slow, but it builds pretty quick. I mean, there's no gigantic monstrosity of a story. It's basically straightforward. It's basically we got to stop Unicron. That's what basically it is. Um, Speaking of Unicron, the actor that plays Unicron, let me get to him, is Coleman Diego. I hope I didn't butcher his name, but wow, um, just Unicron alone is worth seeing this movie. They compared to Fantastic Four: Rise of the Silver Surfer, Galactus was not done well in that movie, but Unicron in this movie is fantastic. I mean, you really get to see Unicron. You really get to see him. You don't get to see him as the robot, but you get to see him as the planet killer. And wow, you talk about honoring the animated movie. They do a phenomenal. He really looks like Unicron. Everything. I mean, I don't think Orson Welles could have done a better job. Diego is fantastic with that. The problem with this movie, and I'll tell you what it is they keep using this character, and we saw it in Shang-Chi's Golden Rings, is this obnoxious, you can't stand this character, and that's Dominic Fish, Dominique Fishback's Elena Wallace. Wow. I mean, just, I mean, the character is bad. I mean, obnoxious. You get this, oh, we got to feel sorry for her because she's the intern at this company and her boss is stealing everything. That just doesn't work. This whole character doesn't work. I mean, this is the bad part of the movie. The character is just not worth watching. I just do not care for this character at all. Um, it would have been better as a headstrong leader of this company instead of where she was, but they just had to play that trope, And this is a Hollywood trope right now. It's a bad trope, and Hollywood needed to get away from it. This is the main bad point about this movie, was the way they wrote her character. I mean, she's not a bad actress. It's just her character was terrible, and I mean, just completely terrible. Um, Ron Perlman plays Optimus Primal. It's great to see Optimus Primal back actually on screen. He did a fantastic job, just like he was in the animated back in the '90s. Fantastic. I mean, all the Maximals were great. All of them. The only problem is, except for Air Razor and Primal, the other really don't have that much screen time, and you really want to see them. Cheetor, I would really wanted to see a lot more of him, but they just didn't do much with him. Same thing with Rhinox. They just did not do much at all with those characters, and it was a shame. The fight scenes are great, everything like that, but the villains are perfect, perfectly cast. I mean, Peter Dinklage is Scourge. Peter Dinklage as Scourge was perfectly cast. He really pisses you off. He's no nonsense. He doesn't care, and he's great. Peter Dinklage does a fantastic job. I like Peter Dinklage. So yeah, it's really cool, really good. But Michelle Rodriguez, I think that's how I pronounce the person's name, plays Nightbird. It's like, okay, 5 6 minutes, that's it, and I'm like, we need to see more character development in these other characters, and you don't get that, and that's a down part in this movie. One of the down parts. One thing they did do, which I thought was really good, is RC Lisa Cozy plays her great, and they give her plenty of screen time. She really brings it. It's just really good. All in all, this movie is good. It has some neat little tricks to it. It pays a lot to the animated movie from '86. I mean, a lot. I mean, I was like, okay, that's came from the animated. That came from the animated. They really tie in a lot of stuff with the animated. You can pick it up. Um, you know, I'm gonna give it the suit that um what's his name? Yeah, I'm terrible with names. But the suit that Noah gets, that power suit, that's straight out of the cartoon. They did a really good job with that. Where he's able to. It's not like watching Mark Wahlberg just with a gun. This time, it's like watching a head, and I'm going to say it. It's like watching the Headmasters. Um, that was a big surprise for me. I thought for a minute they were going to go with Headmaster. I thought they were going to do a Headmaster, um, and I was going to be shocked to heck if they did. But what they did was, close to the power suits the humans had in the anime movie. So that was a really big surprise. It's well done. All in all, like I said, the movie's good. Go see it. I recommend it. If this is the last one they do, they're going to go out with a bang. Got some good fights. Great scenery. I mean, once they get out of New York City, the scenery, is great. But don't expect this really complicated movie. It's straightforward what it is. I mean, it is straightforward. It starts off with Unicron, and it comes into that big battle at the end. So don't expect the greatest story in the world. It's a fun movie, which we needed. And it's an action movie that's fun, and that's what it is. I don't see it being number one because when I was at the theater, I can tell you right now, there were school buses with kids going in to see Spider Verse, and I mean this is probably like private schools or something, but I mean there was kids everywhere going in to see Spider Verse, so probably going to be Spider Verse for the second weekend in a row. But Transformers were good. Go see it. I think you'll enjoy it. So have fun with it. All right, and don't forget if you haven't back to Steins yet, go over to fundmycomic.com. We'll put the link in the description so you guys can go over, pick it up. It's a great book. If you like vampires, go pick it up. All right. Bye.